Hey YouTube, my name is Rich. We are in Pooler, Georgia for some throttle therapy. Today we are at practice 63 of the Robert Simmons Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle. I'm here with my 2019 Honda Goldwing Ruby. I can see we already got a couple of Honda Goldwings here. This should be an interesting session. A couple of YouTubers. But today, first and foremost, guys, is safety. So this should be interesting. All right, guys, I'm going to bring you as much of the footage as I can today. Let's get out here and see how far we have come. All right, guys, the first exercise here is the simple start and stop. And these are exercises that Robert uses to build as he goes on. Each exercise serves a purpose to help prepare us for what's to come. These cones are about 15 feet apart, and the goal is to ride to the cones and come to a smooth stop with the rear brake, not using the front brake, to be as slow as possible in total control. And this is the first exercise, guys. Now, this is Papa D Ride. This is the name of his channel. His name is Tim. And here we have Come in Q with his channel, Riding and Wrenching, the guy that takes this stuff serious, does lots of videos on him practicing. But today, guys, I got to tell you, I'm going to be featuring more of the Goldwings. We got 3 different generations of Goldwings here that I thought was interesting. This is the first one here with a guy named Bart. This is a 1993 Honda Goldwing. And this guy has got less than a year riding experience. And I have called him, or I have referred to him as the valedictorian of the day. This guy has such great control of his motorcycle. I was highly impressed. Sorry there that I blipped out that 2012, but we're going to get plenty of views of D riding his 2012 Honda Goldwing Generation 5. Of course, this is the 2019 Honda Goldwing with me on it, Ruby. Practiced this quite a bit, not an issue here. But we will have some issues as we move on. So let's give you a better view here now. This is the second exercise, which is the slow ride with D on his 2012 Generation 5 Honda Goldwing. This guy is a really good rider. There's supposed to be a little battle going on between between D and I. But I got to give it to him, guys. D has definitely prevailed as the better rider. Guys, all in fun, good competition. All in good fun. No big deal. So here we have the next exercise, guys, which is trust and believe. The goal here is for the motorcycle to feel like you are, like it's getting ready to fall, and you apply power to it before the motorcycle drops. There's some steps involved here. Here we have Bart. We're going to be referring to this motorcycle as the SS Goldwing. That's his handle on YouTube. But again, guys, this guy actually showed up today with some really good riding skills. Now, after I was instructed not to lean the motorcycle, you're going to hear Robert reprimanding me there on leaning the motorcycle into that turn. The goal was to come in there with the motorcycle upright. And here we're going to execute trust and believe. Guys, so far no problems there with the drills executed, but the problems will come in the future. Here now is an exercise that Robert called one of his higher failure rates. And basically, as he's executing there, he's riding right through on this specific time with the motorcycle.
I'm right there as I was coming up to here. I'm trying to stay on the white line.
So the goal of this exercise, guys, is for the motorcycle to stay in an upright position. You're not leaning the motorcycle. You're trying to clear any obstacle to the right and to the left of you, hence those tall cones. This thing simulates a lot of different scenarios. One of the scenarios is not crossing over the yellow line as you're coming out of a parking lot or a parking space. This is an exercise that I practice, guys, whether I'm leaving my driveway, going from the left to the right. I often use my mailbox at the end of the driveway as an obstacle. But yeah, quite a bit of practice on this. I've struggled with it on the many different times that I've been here until I got it pretty much down to what I'm going to call a science. This guy here you're looking at is an 18 or 19-year-old Parker. I think this might be his dad's Harley Davidson. This guy was easily the valedictorian of the day when it comes to the world of baggers. Now here's Bart executing his first attempt on the SS Goldwing. A little off balance there, but trust me, he had no problem executing this drill. And we're going to spend time here showing the guys getting this drill down. Joe Goes Motorcycle Adventures is the name of that guy's channel. Get a chance, check it out, man. Quite informative stuff. This is D here on the Generation 5 Honda Goldwing 2012. I gotta admit, guys, D rode his ass off on this specific day. The challenge was accepted, and he has come out victorious, at least over me. But here we have Bart on the 1993 SS Goldwing that is given a great accountability of himself. Q, making the stuff look easy. D is back up. Again, head and eyes, executing the drill flawlessly. Ruby there, a little abrupt on the brakes. The sensitivity of the brakes and the throttle of the Goldwing is still kicking my you know what. Guys, listen to the steadiness of the throttle of the SS Goldwing. You know, I clearly believe that that was the goal to this guy's success. The steadiness of the throttle. Every time I come here, guys, I learn something different. The first time I came, I was on the boulevard. This is probably my fifth time back. And I gotta tell you, when I first came here, I did quite a bit of throttle blipping with my M109R Boulevard and was encouraged to cut that out. The second time I came back, or the next time I came back and I was on the Goldwing, the thing was again not to be as abrupt on the brakes and keep the bike loaded. Preload and keep it loaded. So every time I stalled the bike, the Ruby would drop. So I think I have now got past that part, but we have some other struggles that we need to work on, and that's what we're going to be doing here as we leave this practice session. You know, Robert did spend some time explaining, guys, why he spent so much time on this and how important he thought it was. And the key thing that he found was looking through the turn before you commit to this turn is key. Look through the turn, so if there's dangers that exist in that turn, maybe you wouldn't make that turn. There have been so many riders that he said he has encountered that have gotten into the turn and there was something in the turn or something that stopped. And one of the things that he thought was beneficial was if we knew what was there, you know, we would be able to do something about it. And that's what this is all about, as he continued to say, guys. The more we practice this stuff, the more options we give ourselves. Again, like that. A little bit of a struggle there for Bart on that one. So here we have D again, now going to the right. I gotta tell you, some of the turn to the right for some of the riders look easier than going to the left. My struggle has always been going to the right. And again, Bart makes that look simple. Again, going to his right seemed to be a strong point. Now your heads and eyes, guys, looking through that turn before you commit to the turn. He always referred to the 3 C's. And his practices are confidence, control, and consistency. One of the things that I'm taking away from this practice as I fail to execute stuff later coming in the exercises was commitment. committing to the turn, committing to what you're doing, not hesitating. So I'm going to add that 4C for him, commitment. Yeah, guys, you can hear the squealing of the brakes there as we slightly applying the back brake. D there, a little off balance. It happens, no big deal. Did a little bit of trust and believe there as he threw the bike into a lean just to catch it from going past those cones. Guys, the cones on the closest part to us there is to simulate maybe the yellow line and so forth, not crossing that yellow line. And again, why he thought this exercise was so important. I said when he was at the tail of the dragon, he realized there was a lot of people that crosses that yellow line. Now we see D's first little blemish there was the bags touching the corner of the cones. But no problem, he was able to go and recorrect that. SS Goldwing, guys, like butter. What we're acknowledging there, guys, is the little bit that I've gained. I always struggle with this exercise, and Robert is just acknowledging the fact that he has seen some improvements in me doing this exercise. Again, really struggle with this exercise before on both the Goldwing and the M109R. So to this point, guys, we have improved a little bit with some of the things we've been doing. We are moving on here, guys, the cone 15 feet apart. The first exercise that we are encouraged to lean the motorcycle, kind of swing and sway. And here we got the SS Goldwing going through it flawlessly. Like I said, these cones are 15 feet apart, little taller cones than the time when I first came, so easier for the bags to get trapped on them. And as we can see, we've got Ruby there just doing some swaying and swinging as we execute this drill. So yeah, guys, everyone was pretty good in this exercise here. It looked like something that everyone practiced quite a bit. As you can see there, D again making it look seamless. I'm going to give you a different view here, guys. Excuse the video, it's a little overexposed, a little bright, but listen to the throttle of that motorcycle, man. Nice and steady with a great hum from that 1993 Goldwing. Love the sound of the exhaust on that thing. All right, guys, we're gonna move on here to an exercise that became my Achilles heel for the day, or at least one of them. That's Andy there. This guy did so many of these exercises without a problem. I think this guy have even accomplished some of the exercises that Robert didn't do. You got Q there making the 18-foot U-turn with no problem. This guy do quite a bit of these practices. He's just recently did the lock and lean, I think it's called, in Pensacola, Florida. 3-day training. Guys, these folks take this stuff serious. One of the things that I spoke to Bart about here, guys, was his journey. And this is a guy that started watching these videos even before he took his initial motorcycle license. So I credit him for coming into this journey without any bad habits. There go D doing what looked like a 16-foot U-turn. This guy is serious about this stuff. SS Goldwing again, making it look easy. Look at the ease, the consistency. Listen to the throttle. I'm taking notes, guys. I'm learning from this guy with probably the least experience out here. Joe Go there is doing one of the things that I struggle with, and it's called commitment when it comes to making the turn. At this point here, no problem, but the problem is about to ensue. effortless. Guys, I'm going to spend a little bit of time here also. I know it's a long video. If you guys want to see this stuff in detail, you can go to the Robert Simmons Practice, Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle Practice 63. We have all of this stuff in detail. You can hear the instructions he's given us to make this stuff a little bit easier. You can hear him critique our failures and some of the things that we need to do. Guys, SS Goldwing again, stop 18-foot U-turns, no problem. Joko's motorcycle journey is doing something that is similar to what I've been doing, and it's scraping those boards. We'll talk about that here as we fail to execute the drill. Guys, what I want you to do here is look at the angle of the Goldwing and how low it is on the World Motop drop guards. A little tuck and roll there, no injuries, no damage to the bike. Being instructed there on what I did wrong. Now I gotta tell you, when Robert asked me what I did wrong there, I started blaming the guards because I couldn't get the bike low enough, which he clearly explained to me was BS. Plain and simple, I didn't commit to the turn, so when I realized I couldn't make the turn, I lowered the bike low enough that I exceeded the lean angle. And as you can see, the bike didn't just drop, the bike dropped and slid. So the guards, now I've been asked many times on my videos if those guards will stop the motorcycle from going over. I have never deliberately tested them. I've never fell off of the bike until today. Of course, you guys know this is a voiceover, but I gotta tell you folks, when you look at the lean angle of the motorcycle, I've heard people complain that the World Motop drop guards reduces the lean angle. If you want to lean your motorcycle more than that, then it's probably time for a sports bike. Now we know there are people that ride the Goldwing aggressively, and you know, we'll ride it like a sports bike. It's capable. If I had to do the tail of the dragon, guys, I would probably take the drop guards off, just not to minimize the lean angle so I don't low side the motorcycle. Now here I am attempting to do this again. A little gun shy there obviously, so I started bowling as he's describing there. Just didn't pick up the spear. Now we are watching DD decided, well, Rich, I can't let you do that unless I do this. And again, not committed to the turn. Seemed like he stalled the bike there if I'm not mistaken, and there goes the Generation 5. But look at the lean angle of that motorcycle and how low it got before it got to the drop guards. Even lower than mine. That is awesome that that motorcycle, even with the protection on it, again, no damage, no injuries. I got to give that to D. He didn't do a tuck and roll, so again, points to him for not coming off the motorcycle. Guys, I'm really afraid of my feet getting caught by the bags, which it did on one occasion. So sometimes I prefer to keep my foot up there than to put my foot down and let my heels get caught on those guards. D's going to be repeating this here. And again, like I was, probably a little gun shy after dropping the motorcycle, so he ran it a little wide on this turn here. Probably more of a 20-foot turn there, but yeah, we are both capable of making this happen if we take good instructions from the guy that's telling us, hey, you need to commit to your turn. So here we go with Ruby. So guys, again, for the C's on Robert Simmons, look at that. So he says confidence, consistency, control. I'm going to add commitment, my friends. Add some commitment to this. Bikes didn't even scrape the guards there. So again, he was right. It's not the drop guards. It was not committing to the turn as soon as you can. You know, D's not going to let me do that unless he does this. Awesome work, guys. And there goes mama. There goes that man. Making this stuff look like elementary there, Watson. Right turn, 18-foot turn off. Probably a little bit more than the 18-foot turn without a problem. Q goes for the 18-foot box and does it effortlessly. This guy can ride, guys. Also a guy that don't have a whole lot of years of riding experience, probably about 3 years into riding, but take this stuff serious. Me a little over the line there again, not quite 18 feet. There goes D. Again, showing me how it should be done. Good stuff, guys. But listen to the throttle of this guy, man, and how he is in full control throughout the whole turn. So again, guys, taking one of the cones out there, picked up the spear. Wow, look at the counterbalance of D and the amount of lean that he have executed on the bike. SS Goldwing. Elementary, dear Watson. Guys, like I said, easily my valedictorian of the day. So here, guys, I was trying not to put my foot on the cones, as you see in there, a little off balance, but now getting up in the tank a little. And again, committing more to the turn. As you can see there, guys, no scraping of the bars. So again, plenty of lean angle left. Here we got Joe Gold's motorcycle journey. And again, one that is probably a little bit late with the commitment there, but what a beautiful turn, guys. Awesome. Wow, D made that one look really easy, guys, and brought it to a stop. Control and commitment. SS Goldwing. Wow. All right, Bart, you the man. I've heard Robert say it, and I'm gonna say it. You are the man. Guys, I watched a video with this guy in Tennessee when he was probably about 4 months into riding. Wasn't quite riding like this, man, but was still really impressive. Like I said, guys, I'm gonna credit that after talking to him to realize that he has come into this game again without making any kind of without having bad habits. That's what I'm gonna say. He learned the correct way to do things right from the start. One of the better turns that I think I have done for the day, finally starting to listen and learn. And that's what this is all about, man. That's what these journeys is all about. Someone that can critique me and let me know what I am doing right and what I'm doing wrong. Guys, one of the things that I'm going to talk about now, as you can see there, Joe Go also didn't commit, so he exceeded the lean limit. No damage done. Great protection on these Harley Davidsons. One of the things that I'm going to say, guys, for you guys with this 6th generation Honda Goldwing, this suspension is adjustable. One of the things that I should have taken into account was the adjustments on the suspension. I'm going to recommend putting this suspension in the 2-up position, also with luggage loaded on the back. The suspension allows you those options. I don't know how much it raises the bike, but it does prevent the bike from diving as you're turning and so forth, and I think it helped a little bit with clearance. The figure 8, no problem. So guys, another incident here where we have a drop, tuck and roll here. Papa D rides motorcycle again with the efficient and correct drop guards on them. No damage done to the bike. So yeah, you know, you pick the bike up, you hope that you don't injure yourself. There's always that possibility, and you move on. Now what I'm going to show you coming up here is on my end of my videos when I encourage people to do these drills and these parking lot drills and practices. One of the things that I encourage guys is to always protect your motorcycle. And I always say it's better that you drop your bike on the concourse or in the parking lot than to crash them out there in the streets. Now, we know, guys, that we can also injure ourselves out here, but this stuff is essential. I think one of the best advice that I said, like I said, I've had is from the motor officers to get out here and practice having control of the motorcycle at slow speeds. Again, it's what they would teach motor officers to stay safe in the streets. Now here, guys, we have the Honda Shadow that goes over. Now this is the auto motorcycle for the day that have occurred some damage. Again, there's no protection on this bike. There are crash bars that are made for this bike, and I'm sure this gentleman will be looking into them. I think his name is Jerry. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. Now, guys, this is my first attempt on the figure 8. And as you see there, guys, I didn't get the bike to transition. I have once blamed the M109R for that 240 back wheel on the back, but have been later taught that that is not the reason that I struggle in this exercise. If you do not pull the clutch lever in for the motorcycle to transition, the motorcycle just want to keep going in the direction it's going. For the most part, the motorcycle wants to go straight. Now here we have Robert asking D to show me how to do it, and he does not hesitate and he does not disappoint. He goes in here and he almost did this in 4 parking spaces. Guys, for a better angle of this, again, check out the Robert Simmons Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle Practice 63. This guy is riding his ass off. So after him showing me how to do it, now Ruby and I have to go and execute this drill because I was just taught by D the way that it's done. Not as smoothly as I would like, so I'm going to try many different attempts at this. It is an exercise that I really like, but I never really practice. I never set this up in parking lots. I'm going to start using the parking lot lanes to see if I can get it in 4 parking spaces, and not having to put cones out is a good way to practice this exercise. SS Goldwing here again. I'm going to shut up here just so you guys can hear the throttle of this motorcycle. Effortlessly, guys. Again, guys, here, just the transitions. Make sure you pull the clutch in. I hesitated there a little to get the bike to transition, so I used the brake to slow the motorcycle down. And I'm going to give myself a cha-ching there. So here come D here to show again for him how effortless this is. Now, a little bit of scrape under the boards there. I think here he made a mistake, put his foot down, but again was credited for a little bit of trust and belief and not letting the motorcycle go down. Interesting stuff, guys. SS Goldwing in the figure 8. Listen. Anyway, guys, so yeah, let's try this one more time and try to do it a little bit smoother without jolting the brakes as much as I have been. See if I get my transitions a little bit cleaner here. Yeah, I think I was a little bit happier with this one here than the previous ones. So now we're going to move on, guys, to the last exercise that I actually was able to record with my camera battery going dead. We're going to show Q here doing the snowman, and just not the snowman, but the abdominal snowman. You're looking at 27, 24, 22, and at the top here where he's attempting right now is 18 feet, which he actually did, but for some reason came out of the exercise before going back. I think he slightly touched the cone there. But on this guy's channel, guys, he actually showed him practicing this drill. And here we have Bart on the SS Goldwing. Great placement there. I think slightly touched the cone in the first round, but no problem. Came back and cleared it. And from this close up here, probably a better sound of hearing his throttle control on the 1993 SS Goldwing. Awesome stuff, guys. The Battle of the Goldwings turned out to be a master class. Again, as you can hear there, guys, executing the drill with probably a little bit more lean than I need to. Yeah, a master class by a guy with less than a year experience. Bart on the SS Goldwing, 1993. You hear Robert there talking about me getting close to that lean angle. Because of the placement of my wheels, guys, not being in the correct position where I am using all of the space available to make this exercise and this drill a lot easier. I think D also ran out of a little bit of placement there also. But I got to tell you, his focus was getting into that 18-inch box, which he never achieved on this specific day. Said that as one of his goals. I think from the placement of what I saw on his attempts, that on his next journey back, he'll be able to do that 18-foot turn. Now, like Mark Jackson would say, hey, mama, here comes that man again. There goes that man. Now, I think on this specific exercise here, I think Bart lost it just a little bit as he cleared it on the first attempt, but as he tried to go around the second attempt there, I think he lost a little bit of balance and a little bit of throttle control. So here comes Ruby again, guys. We're gonna talk a little bit about what is about to happen here on this attempt. Now, this is something that I used to practice quite a bit, guys, but as you can see, I cut myself short big time there with the placement of that circle. Here, I can see the lean limit, and Ruby goes over and slides on the bars. Now, look at the angle here, guys, of how low this motorcycle is on these drop guards. We're going to be talking about these World Motor drop guards and the protection that are offered, and not damaging the bags, not damaging the mirrors. But one of the big things that he's talking about to me here is, again, the placement that forced me to lean the motorcycle beyond the lean limit. The lack of commitment and placement that would have made that turn a lot easier. Guys, I have no fear of leaning the motorcycle to a fault. But we will get it right. We're going to come back and we're going to do it again. We got D here on his next attempt. Like I said, his intentions is to get into that 18-foot circle. Everything else was executed here flawlessly. And you can see the placement there for that 18-foot turn is just out of position. Now, I gotta tell you, when I'm looking at the clearance of this 1993 Honda Goldwing, The lean angle on this motorcycle seems to be phenomenal. I have yet to hear this motorcycle scrape. I am going to assume on this 1500 1993 Goldwing that motorcycle is more than capable of getting into that 18-foot box. And I can see that will be a future attempt for Bart, as he's making so much of this other stuff look so easy. But guys, less than a year riding experience. Let's listen to the interview on this guy's experience at the end of this of these drills. All right, here's a guy, I think 18 or 19-year-old Parker, that easily the valedictorian of the baggers for the day, showing us how it should be done. And again, listen to the throttle on that Harley Davidson as this guy executes this drill. Never scraping boards, never exceeding or even meeting the lean limit. Wow, man, this guy can ride. Oh, someday I wish to be this good. Congratulations, Parker. If I'm not mistaken, this guy is 18 or 19 years old. I think I've seen a video with him, with this motorcycle being his father's. If I'm incorrect, guys, leave it in the comment sections below for any of you folks that know. But here we are on Ruby again. After some instructions of what I do wrong, I always make another attempt and seeing if I can do it a little better. Again, a little misplaced there on the placement. A little bit of balance and control there. Again, not exceeding the lean limits on this specific one. So I was actually pretty happy with this. Was again hoping for a little bit of better brake control, but something to work on again. Hey guys, Rich the Return Rider back with another video here from Pooler, Georgia. As you can see here, guys, we got 3 generations of Goldwing. What year is your Goldwing?
93.
93.
2012.
2012. All right, guys, you know that's the 2019. Now, guys, I came here today with the intent of being king of the wings, okay? And I gotta say, it is between these 2 guys.
Oh, no,
you know?
man.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, man, and how long you've been riding.
Oh, I've been riding less than a year, but just Robert, I give a credit to him. Really, just watching his videos. I watched so many of his videos before I even started on the bike, you know. So, but you know, I'm confident a lot more.
Phenomenal job,
Thank
man.
you, sir.
This guy has done even the, well, as far as I'm concerned, you did that maze. You hit one, you touched one cone.
Is that, yeah.
Now this guy here, this was a call out a while back for me and this guy here to meet up.
Yeah, I'm your man.
You know what I'm saying? And I gotta say, man,
Thank you.
this guy,
The feeling is mutual.
even in the maze, this guy was 1 foot ahead off. I thought I was looking at Mojitsu. But anyway,
Tough Hedeman.
yeah, awesome stuff, man. Tell us a little about yourself. How long you been riding?
Since about like 10 or 11 years ago, I got my motorcycle license and then immediately hop on a sport bike, as most young men usually do.
So what got you into slow speed riding?
Actually, just out of curiosity. I had a VFR, which is sport touring, but I saw the name you just mentioned, Mojitsu.
Mojitsu, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that guy's video, and his drill is legitimate. Yeah, legit. I like it.
Yeah.
So I slowly get my VFR from like 3 space down to 2 spaces, and parking lot, knee down stuff, everything.
Yeah.
Then I was wondering, what if I do it on a big bike? Then I start to get into a Valkyrie. That's the first big bike I got. And then Rob's video pops up on YouTube. And then, yeah, so pretty much I do slow speeds for like 3 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you coming from?
Jonesboro, Tennessee.
Jonesboro, Tennessee. Yeah, you was in one of the sessions before,
In Knoxville.
and you was riding at a very short space of time also there.
That was 4 months at that time.
Oh my God, man.
He was killing it.
He
that
was
time.
killing it,
Well, I
man.
appreciate that.
So I got to tell you, man, I bow to both of these guys. They're awesome on the wing. I'm not king of the ring. It's okay. That just means I need to practice more.
That's good
All
for
right?
you, man.
You know, it just means I need to practice more.
Yeah, I feel the same. I really want to nail down
Yeah.
those two rings.
Yeah. All right, guys. Man, pleasure meeting you guys, man. This was awesome. I hope y'all subscribe to the channel.
Oh yeah.
Rich the Return Rider.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful bikes, man. Classic. Anyway, guys,
Thank you,
thanks.
sir.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Very nice meeting you.
All right, man. You guys know what I say, man. I don't care what you ride. At the end of the day, get in these parking lots, do these drills. It's better that you drop your bike on the concourse than to crash them out there in the streets. Rich, the Return Rider, I'm out. Thanks, man. Good stuff.